Leo, welcome to your next 72. We're going to see what messages come out for you. I don't have a direct message for you. I was listening to a sermon. I'm still listening to it, and it was talking about prep time and preparing. So I don't know if you're preparing for something or it's suggesting that you prepare. Just a little side note for you. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get started, Leo. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition. As an intuitive reader, allow this mix 72 to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding. For Leo, my fire sign, thank you. Understand this for those of you who are new to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. Spiritual Guiding Light is a safe space. It is a healing channel for all zodiac signs. It's a place where you get awareness, where you're able to transform, and you can become a spiritual guiding light today by simply taking one day at a time, by being inspired, by staying motivated, by encouraging myself and encouraging others, and becoming the best version of you and leading by example. So for those of you who are new to SGL, Spiritual Guiding Light, welcome. As you can see, this is a new channel, so make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of this channel. Thank you. For those of you who've already subscribed, welcome back to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. May you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. All right. All inquiries, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. There is no wrong question. Keep that in mind. There is no wrong question. Also, keep in mind that this is a general reading, not a personal reading. You may not resonate with every channel message. Some channel messages may trigger you. That is not the intention. So, just fair warning. All right. And I'm feeling like if you were to be triggered, Leo, it would just be more so of a sense of awareness of comfortable things within yourself that you would have to change, and it's triggering, right? Everyone has some moments where the old ways don't work anymore. Okay. I am going to, you can look that up. It's called Prep and Prepare by Bishop T.D. Jakes. And you can do that on your own when time permits itself. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition. As an intuitive reader, allow this reading to bring clarity, understanding, and confirmation for Leo, my fire sign. Thank you so much. I want to start off by looking in your money bags and see what messages come out, being guided to do that. Oh, if you just want to say hi, you can do that in the comment section. And also in the comment section is for you. All right. I do have comments on hold just to prevent those who may not, they may post things that are not connected to the channel. And I don't want anyone to see things that they don't need to see. So you can use the comment section to share your story, give advice, as well as drop hearts for others for encouragement. All right. You may feel like you're all over the place, not every Leo, but some Leos in the next 72. If you're not currently feeling like you're all over the place, there may be this sense of not having everything together, or it's an awareness of getting things in order. All right, what message do you have for Leo? We have networking. Not enough people know about you, Leo. Connect with like minds and show up for yourself. Be seen and be heard. Love this. What are the messages you have for Leo? Some of you Leos, you may be in Leo's energy because Leo is not afraid of people. So you may be an empath, and Leo is your birth zodiac sign. Take one day at a time, okay? It says stick to the routine. And that feels like a comfortable place. Okay. For some of you, your routine is not working anymore. And that's what that message was talking about, prepping. We have firm. This is speaking up for yourself as well, meaning what you say in the next 72. For some of you, who was that? I think it was Cancer. It was something in the regards of preparing. Like, don't be so quick to change things up all the time. So that you can know what actually works. For those of you who are empaths and you are a Leo, it's kind of like you're preparing yourself to get back out there. You're preparing yourself to be seen and be heard. For some of you, it could be a test with connecting with like minds. And with connecting with like minds, you have to be very firm and strong. Sometimes you may not hear what you want to hear. Sometimes you may be confronted about what you need to fix. Don't give up. Continue to show up for yourself. That's most important. To continue to show up for yourself, Leo. Even if no one else shows up for you. If you're wanting people to show up for you, contact. This is confirming communication. What do you want from people? What do you expect? Then silently hoping that someone's potentials will, let me correct that. Instead of hoping that people that you see their potentials will eventually get it. For the sense of needing to communicate. You could be, your phone could be going off a lot. Or you're trying to get in contact with someone. We have direction, yeah. This feels like wisdom. Counsel as well. Needing to know what your next step is. Analyzing where you are in life. Analyzing who you associate yourself with in the next 72. We have soul. Yeah. It feels like your wants and needs are changing rapidly. You may get easily irritated. Be easily irritated in the next 72. Just an FYI. Someone's doing spiritual work. You may see owls. Overall direction for Leo in the next 72. Yeah, the name of that sermon is called Prep Before Promise. Okay. Cancer's reading may be significant for you at this time. You may find some gems in there. Overall direction is the Five of Swords in reverse. This is making amends. Also forgiving yourself for past mistakes. You may be reconnecting with like-minded people. Some of you Leos have went astray from good people. And now that you're getting yourself together, or getting yourself in order, you feel like now is the time. I am feeling a sense of forgive me, forgivingness. Um, it says overall direction, Leo. So you may be feeling some resentment from an old wound, or you're finding it difficult to get along with certain people. The reverse Five of Swords is telling you to forgive. There are no winners here, so the best thing to do is take in the high road. Is to take the high road. So with that soul, it's like don't lose yourself in the process. If someone doesn't want to accept your apology, the fact that you've forgiven yourself and you've forgiven them, place yourself for offense, making amends. You can't force anyone to go on the journey with you. It's a learning experience from your angel guides. If you want what's entailed with regards to the angel guide, check out the weekly. Let's go ahead and look at overall perspective, Leo, for the next 72. Yeah, showing up for yourself, especially when it comes to your money and your stability. You can't give up now. You got to keep going. Overall perspective is spirit feather. Let me see what you need to focus on within the spirit feather before we see what that entails. What does Leo need to focus on within this spirit feather? Your foresight. That feels like someone's creating a vision board, or you're writing it down and making it plain. You can't take everyone with you. You have to first choose you. In order to lead, you have to have the experience. For some of you Leos, you're leading. You're leading as you learn. There is no wrong way, is what I'm getting, and that's not from my personal opinion. Let's talk about this spirit feather before we talk about the Two of Wands with the Two of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Overall perspective, spirit feather. And it talks about, it says this card is a validation that you are right to call on your ancestors and spirit guides. They are able to see things from a perspective that you cannot, and they are more than willing to help you, Leo, in the next 72. Do not ever feel like you are bothering them or the request is too much. They are always here for you and happy to help. I feel like someone feels like they can't be forgiven for their past. And that represents the Five of Swords overall direction. You can allow your dreams to come true. I feel like someone's preparing to take life by the reins, and you're not caring how you're being perceived. I'm not seeing greed in the Seven of Pentacles. It feels like as you grow, we all grow. You may be trying to explain your vision to someone, or you are trying to make things clear and plain. I want to clarify this truth within this Two of Swords. Clarify this truth. A wild card. Someone may feel like you're going to leave them out because maybe that's what they've done to you. So someone feels like there's a tit for tat. Whoever you want to make amends with. I feel like whoever, not for all of you Leos, but for some of you Leos, whoever you keep forgiving, they keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And the learning lesson is you're no longer putting in that energy in that person. Someone can be very materialistic. I don't know why I'm getting someone's trying to catch up with your dreams, or someone's just now understanding where you're coming from when it comes to what you're trying to do in life or whatever it is you're trying to build. Let's see. We have soul flame and experiencing grace. It feels like keep the truth and discard the rest, even though we don't have the Seven of Swords here. But something is up in the air. Because this here is a reserve for someone. And this could be the person you want to make amends with. It's like you guys are on two separate paths here, but you both are in the what's the situation is if you both are in the Two of Swords with this Hangman. You both have the same intentions, helping people. One thing I got out of the message so far, like I said, when time permits, you can look it up yourself. It's called Prep Before Promise by Bishop T.D. Jakes. And he started off the content by saying, place your hand on your forehead and say that I am good soil. And whoever plants in my soil grows. This is what this feels like. You're calling in people, whether you know it or not, whatever you prayed for, whatever you're getting ready to pray for, your angel guides, God is allowing them to bring in your alignments that's peaceful, not destructive. Now, pertaining to overall focus, we have experiencing grace, share your gift with grace, and then we have soul flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationships with harmony and healing. You may be, there's a Leo, you're trying to figure out how to, your testimony, your story, your experience in the past is going to be an open resource that's going to bless you. Your story is a prophet. Your story is the soil. Let's go ahead and look at rebel energy and see what you need to acknowledge about or speak up about. Yeah, it's time to show up and have a performance. Truly be confident of who you are. You feel like you may feel like someone has something, someone feels like a blockage. It's dark and you can't see anything. They are. And this is where it's feeling like whatever was done in the past, it's like you replay it. You keep asking God for forgiveness. And it's like the focus should be grace and mercy and being grateful and knowing that you ask God for forgiveness, God forgives you. That's why God has agape love. No matter what you do to God, God will always love you. And it feels like I'm also getting a channel message, Leo, that whoever you led astray from, they still love you. And I feel like you're not wanting to go through the process of why you were led astray or why you ghosted them. Or this is you're questioning someone that is on their own path and you have a position for them in your life and in your journey. and you may not want to wait anymore. And so you're looking at other options. Maybe what you don't see is both of you seem very closed off. It's not giving stubborn energy, but it can be. And that's what the wild card is all about with the hangman. Actually, the fool is the wild card. Correction. Because it can go in any direction. You can start off good good in the next 72, right? And then it can go left. But the hangman could be reckless too. Because it says vulnerability is attractive. And I feel like if you feel like you being vulnerable, you feel and someone doesn't accept your vulnerability, you may seem like that's a sense of disrespect. And you may just cut someone off real quick. But overall focus, someone wants to make amends, whether this is you or someone else. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at challenges and obstacles, if there's any. Leo. What messages do you have for Leo? That fire sign. This could be home related because there's Two of Wands with the Two of Swords. 2 and 2 is 4. 4 is deal with foundations as well as home related. There's someone that you're comfortable with. You can tell them anything. Something happened where you don't trust them anymore. Or this is someone regarding you. So, all right. Fork in the road. You may be feeling force of having to make a choice. Who are you going to choose? What route you're going to take? And pertaining to challenges is putting God first and letting God order your steps. And pertaining to obstacles is getting lost in what everyone else's opinion or expectation is, and you choosing to please others instead of putting yourself first. Not just looking at something temporarily, but looking at it as the long haul. Is this going to be a benefit in the long haul instead of a temporary beneficial emotion, feeling, or short-term investment that reaps short-term reward? Because I just have to be honest with you, Leo. When it comes to soul flame, if this is you reigniting your own flame and having that fire energy again and putting forth action, that's a good thing. But I would never encourage anyone to go back to a twin flame because it's toxic. It will never get better. It's always going to get worse. It gets worse. It's not going to go back to its original state. And that's a learning experience that your angel guides could be trying to tell you, like, you have to accept this type of soul flame connection, twin flame connection for what it is. You can have makeup sex and you could be good, but the moment the argument happens, it gets worse. Lord forbid children are not involved. Okay? Because that definitely, twin flame connections definitely mess up the mind mentally, and mental health is needed to heal. So, and that could be gearing from this Five of Swords in reverse of past resentments. How do I make things right? Someone's definitely holding a space for a twin flame, and it's like all that you've worked so hard for, and you allow this twin flame to come back in to tear it all down. I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm not telling you what to do. Okay? Let's go ahead and move forward. And pertaining to what tools you can utilize is weighing out all of your options. All right, let's look at foolish energy. Foolish energy. I feel like I can hear someone, even if it wasn't a twin flame, it's everyone when you have problems. No, A healthy relationship, you have problems, and if those problems resurface, they're resolved immediately because no one wants to deal with that tension. There's good communication there. Even if it was a platonic relationship, that's why we have best friends. So I disagree. All right, foolish energy. We have the Knight of Swords. Someone has something to say. And it may not be what you want to hear. Or this is you, Leo, in the next 72. You have a lot to say. And what you have to say is not nice. But be mindful. Because whether the vehicle is your body or the vehicle that you're in, some of you could be dreaming about someone driving you. That's telling you that you don't have control over your life right now. You're allowing others or whoever it is that's in the driver's seat, they're operating. You're giving them too much power, or they're working behind the scenes with destruction. It just depends on, pay attention to, is it dark? Do you not have control? Can you not get out of the vehicle? How is the person that's driving treating you? How is their attitude? Does it really feel like them? So all kind of ways to kind of look at that. But in pertaining to vehicle, your higher self, the body, this white horse, is saying slow down. You don't want to get yourself into something that you weren't ready for. Okay. Goddess Oracle for, and this is foolish energy. The Knight of Swords. This is like someone that is coming to deliver a message, but they're supposed to be serving. So someone's like, I'm not serving nobody. Let me tell you about yourself. It's like putting someone, it's like someone's going to come to you to tell you who you are or what you need to do. We have past life in reverse. So some of you Leos are going to say no to a twin flame. As much as you may not want to hear it, it may trigger you. They may say no to you. Okay. I'm getting it's because of the contacts. Whoever you are associated with, they're intimidated because you're connected with like-minded people. All right. They have their own insecurities that they need to work out. Someone could be asking you if they can move in your direction or move with you. And this is not the right time, and they may feel offended because you told them no, and now they have all these bad things to tell you about yourself. And that's connected to this reconciliation. It's like, what? I thought you wanted to make amends because I tell you no, because now is not the right time. Now you have nothing but negative to say about me. Don't allow that to take you out of your high vibrational self, because I want you to have a wonderful weekend, Leo. And I'm sure you will want others to have the same. All right, feminine energy for Leo for the next 72. Yeah, someone's caught up in some kind of illusion, or someone, they can sense, your soul flame or twin flame can sense that they no longer have access to you like they did in the past. All right, we have feminine energy, 5 of voices, very clear. Your guides are telling you to turn over a new leaf. Others of you, it's saying to really go deep down within, and whatever healing that you need to do in the next 72, it's going to produce an anointing oil, if that makes sense. Pressing down all those worries turns into this anointing oil, where it gives you tranquility, peace, feminine energy. A feminine energy, once you accept that you've been in the dark for so long, the light of the end of the tunnel appears. Realizing that you were the light the whole time. Masculine energy, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. A masculine is slowing down. A masculine is no longer being obsessive or possessive. Also with the a masculine energy hasn't made a final decision. All right. Shadow energy, please. We have the Nine of Chalices in reverse. No longer being caught up in shadow energy. Because in the upright, some of you see that light at the end of the tunnel, but it's out in the open, right? But it's in reverse. So there's some Leos, there's still work that needs to be done. And don't be hard on yourself. The first step is acknowledging and forgiving self. Okay? Oh, I want to talk about this Nine of Pentacles, though. Which is this Nine of Chalices in shadow energy. Represents water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It feels like wherever you are, it doesn't feel like home. You feel like it's a dark place or something just doesn't feel right. All right, the Ten of Cups. Did a bowl break? A bowl broke? I don't know. But the Nine of Cups. Wait. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. Be careful what you wish for. Are you prepared? And that's what we were discussing. So yeah, being prepared, being in shadow energy is that could be the routine that you were stuck in, is being in shadow energy. It's a comfortable place. This person is relaxing and it's no longer working anymore. All right, let's take a look at Romantic Oracle. Keep in mind this is a general reading and you may not resonate with every channel message. You're going to be experiencing a lot of grace, and it feels more so like, why me? And but it's a why me, like all I've done in life, like why me? And it's like enjoy it with gratitude, because there's something, you have a higher calling, and things will make sense to you as time permits. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. So it's very straight to the point, but there's a Leo where your heart is elsewhere, and you could be married, and it's like you don't want to break anyone's heart, or you don't want to be like the one who messed up someone's life. It just feels like you don't want a negative impact because you want a divorce. You have that right and you have that choice. I'm not telling you to get one. I'm just letting you know, if that's where your heart's true desire is of wanting a divorce, do what your heart says. But head over heart, it's like, I feel like you see the outcome, and the outcome is destructive. It's foolish energy, the Nine of Swords, and you're trying to prevent that. For some of you, you're in a connection. It feels like for all the right reasons, but all the wrong reasons. You got all the right reasons, and now it's stale. And now you feel like you're in a relationship for all the wrong reasons, because you already got everything that you wanted out of the relationship. whether that's new connections with other like-minded people, and now you don't need the person anymore, or the relationship happens so fast and it's kind of like you're bored and you don't want to put in the effort to rekindle, and there's an apology of making amends. And pertaining to self with this romantic feelings is learning self all over again with grace and reigniting your flame. All right, let's shed some light on your reading, Leo. Yeah, because there's a Leo. You may be used to just being reckless and not taking in consideration of anyone else's feelings but your own. And it feels like now you're experiencing how it feels to be cut off or ignored, or not getting the treatment that you're normally used to. We have warrior woman, no gender role. This is, have you answered your deepest calling, Leo? There's something you're preparing for, something you're getting in order. But really stands out here with this rebel energy. There is a Leo, it's like something you could have been like, you know how they say don't keep poking the bear because eventually the bear is going to strike. It feels like that. And then you go into foolish energy. But your higher self is saying no. Be mindful of what you say, or be mindful of your reaction, because you'll have to reap what you sow, or reap, your actions. Let's go ahead and pull your affirmation. There's a Leo. It's like you're standing your ground. You're not accepting any manipulation. Someone doesn't have access to you. All right. It says the chance to love and be loved exists no matter where you are. All right, Leo. Those were the channel messages that I received for you. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.